Welcome to Squatch-D TV, where the truth is first before all else. Join your hosts, veteran investigator, TV personality, and author Steve Kulls, and from the Kentucky Bigfoot Research Project and the Kentucky Fried Fixes channel, Chris Bennett. Sit back and prepare to take yourself on a journey with the longest-running Bigfoot podcast, Squatch-D TV. Here are your hosts, Steve and Chris.
And good evening, everybody. It's August 27th here on Squatch-D TV. And a good day to everybody. I see we got a bunch of folks in chat. Good evening to you, Mr. Bennett.
Hello, Steve. Good to see you, man.
And I see we got people like Mitch Hargrove, M and Chris Walter Cole, Karen Fisher, the Grasshopper, Haunted Vermont, Sasquatch Detective, hello, Nikki. And more in chat, including John Freeman. There's the mighty Mick, Pat Collins. Here we are, Boris Kahn and Bud O'Malley. And, of course, the Susie Monster. So here we are tonight. And if we sound a little bit different and a little bit crisper, there's a lot of reasons why.
Steve got some new toys.
Hello, Angel Nolan. Yeah.
Oh, man.
So as you can see, we have a much clearer picture of things too on this end, as well as the sound. And of course, the infamous soundboard is back.
Finally. I miss that, especially the Snapple.
Yeah, it was such a pain in the butt using
Don't get me a Snapple.
So it's such a pain in the butt to get things. But as you can see, we have definitely upped the game a bit. And why is that not? Sorry, I'm messing around here. There we are. Because, okay, got it. Still learning a little bit, but this has been a wonderful experience. Chris and I were working on this all night long.
Yeah, we ran some experiments last night, and it seemed like it was doing okay. But if anything happens during the middle of the show, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
It's not because of the board. It's because of the mighty StreamYard now, because it disconnected from my mic serendipitously just in the pre-chat. Yeah. And who else just popped in? I see we got the Bat Mom and Angel Nolan came in.
Bat
Boris
Mom,
Kahn, of course,
Angel.
doing a goo-goo.
Hey, Boris. Hey, Pat Collins. Hey, Pat. And Susie Monster, you got to meet Susie Monster this weekend, didn't you, Steve?
I sure did.
All right, cool.
Yes, I sure did. Susie, hello. So yeah, and Susie knows the secret of tonight's show because she was privy to the many conversations going on because during the event or after the event, because this actually came up as quite accidental, but at some point this week, the Squatch Detective will be making his way to the New York State Fair with a special guest. Oh. Now, who that special guest may be, I'm not announcing. You're just going to have to wait for the video.
Yeah.
You'll probably see it in the thumbnail.
Not me. I love a fair, but I'm not driving to New York State to see one. No.
You know who I'd love to take, actually? You know who would really be fun to take would be Rick Dyer.
Yeah. That would be
Look at this
good.
hoax. This hoax sucks.
Yeah. You could get a professional opinion there from a professional hoaxer. So how do you rate this hoax, Rick? Let's do an interview.
So anyway, and you're right, Pat. It's not going to be Todd standing as well. And hello to Grasshopper. I didn't see him, but he's in there too. And Virginia Lanigan, hello, welcome to the show. Virginia. Kick your feet up, make yourself comfortable. And hello, Nikki, to Nikki out there doing her job out there over at Nikki. Sasquatch Secrets. Great show out there. So, yeah, it's going to be a very interesting thing. And in case people don't know, so let me recap what's going on in New York. And, of course, it's been all over the flippin' news, all over the news. And, all of a sudden it's like, oh, look, there's a Bigfoot body. Yeah. But getting back to it, the background on this is Brian Whaley, an artist and self-described provocateur, presented what he claimed to be not a frozen Bigfoot corpse, a Bigfoot corpse. At first glance, this hoax recalled the Minnesota Iceman of the 1960s, traveling carnival-style exhibit that blurred the lines between truth and showmanship. At the New York State Fair, Whitley's display drew attention as a modern replica of that sensationalism. This is not an attempt at real cryptozoological evidence, but rather performance art aimed at a spectacle, media coverage, and public reaction. Yeah. So that is it in a nutshell.
Well, that's kind of what I was thinking too. It's kind of like the Minnesota Iceman deal, you know.
I forget the name he's using. Snake something or other. Snake Stewart. Snake Stewart kind of reminds me of Celebrity Jeopardy Turd Ferguson. Yeah. But so I wanted to discuss. Just DM Zabo, hello, welcome into the show, as well as Grant Rasha is in the show. Grant. And Mick, of course. And we actually may have a special message for Mick. Mick, please come to the meat counter. Your meatloaf is ready. Mick, to the meat counter, please. There you go. So anyway, but anyway, it has been all over the news. It's been in Coast to Coast AM, where they actually showcased the video we did last month on this hoax back in July. Oh,
thank you. Coast to Coast. Appreciate that.
Good old Tim Binall, my buddy there. I'll be seeing him next month. He's at the Sasquatch the Whitehall Sasquatch Calling Festival every year, so should be really great. And looking forward, hopefully we'll see Haunted Vermont out there as well as Outback Orchard. He's a Vermonter as well. And hopefully Grant, we'll see Grant out there. I'm sure he's making the trip over.
Yeah. Well, if I live close, I wouldn't mind getting out and seeing it. That'd be cool. It's like
Patrick Collins, please come to the principal's office. Patrick Collins to the principal's office. There you go. Now you have the full flashback there, Patrick. But anyway, why is this important? Well, let's look at some of the psychological motives behind this hoax. I think it's very, very important we do that. And number one, attention and notoriety. Whiteley thrives on spectacle. Many of his works are rooted in performance art designed to provoke reactions in psychology. This aligns with a sensation-seeking behavior. Individuals motivated by novelty, risk, and attention. By inserting himself into the Bigfoot narrative, he tapped into a ready-made audience of believers, skeptics, and the curious. Hello, Bigfoot Dwarf. Bigfoot Dwarf in the house. Welcome. Kick your feet up. Like I said, every time I go out to different events, we see new people come up. So it's a great way to meet people and invite them, to come join our community at the same time.
Welcome. All welcome.
All welcome. And welcome to all our folks out there on Spotify, because we were starting to, we've put in, I think, like 20 or 25 new episodes over to Spotify just in the last month. So we're starting to propagate that as well. Also, there's an element of social satire, mocking belief systems, pop culture obsessions, or even gullibility of crowds. By presenting a fake body, he forces audiences to question what they see, such like magicians or performance artists do. In this lens, his motivation is less about Bigfoot and more about critiquing how people react to myth, mystery, and spectacle. So,
Well, I wouldn't mind going to sit if I was a little closer. That way I could see, well, what kind of suit did he use? Who provided the suit? Or did he make it himself? That's a possibility.
not quite sure, but I do know in the trailer or whatever he's using, there is a bone. There is a in the trailer, yes.
Oh, okay.
So you kind of you get the hint. Hoaxes often stem from a desire to control perception by planting a fake body. Whiteley is controlling the narrative for a short time. Thrill comes from duping the public, a classic marker of trickster psychology, often tied to narcissistic tendencies, the gratification of fooling others, and later revealing the joke. And of course, financial and opportunistic gains. While not a huge payday, stunts like these can generate media exposure that translate into art sales, speaking gigs, or notoriety. The New York State Fair ensured maximum visibility in its performance psychology. This links to instrumental motivation, using deception as a tool for career leverage. So by making a spectacle of himself, real or not, satirical or not, he is, so we haven't necessarily decided, even if I'm going as well. There is a hint that Professor McGillicuddy is...
he may make an appearance soon. That would be good. Oh, let's see. Grant Russia.
Yeah, we know it's fake, Grant. It's not that question. It's a question of...
well, it's kind of funny. Glass and wood have magically preserved the body for almost a year. Right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, at least with the Minnesota Iceman, you got the see the block of ice and smell it. It's kind of stinky.
Well, here's a quick question, Chris. Was it really under a block of ice, or was that frosted glass they put around it? Make it look like ice.
Yeah.
Because that would be really hard to keep frozen in a block of ice like that.
Yeah. No, they had its own freezer. It's actually
they may have put it in a like a refrigerated room.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But with people going in and out, that sucker would start to melt and drip. I bet you anything that it was in frosted glass and wasn't really in ice.
No, it was in ice. It was in ice. I saw it. Yeah. The thing is, it was the display. A refrigeration guy made the display, and so they would fill this thing up with water, and that you plug it in, and it would freeze itself.
Gotcha.
And of course, while they were moving it from place to place, I guess I don't know if they had to keep it plugged in or it would stay for a while, without melting. But it was
Chris, can I interrupt you a quick second? I want to shout out to Mike Stetton. And I'm not going to say what. It's very personal. Mike went through an ordeal a little bit over the last week. And I just want to offer my prayers and all good tidings to Mike. And I, really wish that the chat room just would transfer that over to him as well. So, but Mike, good to see you. I'm glad you're here tonight, my friend. So, so let's look at some of the past hoaxes. The Minnesota Iceman traveling exhibit sold as a real, but revealed as a latex creation, likely Whiteley, it relied on a spectacle and profit. Rick Dyer's Bigfoot body, 2008 and 2012, more malicious in intent, designed for financial scams. Whiteley, by contrast, leans towards performance art and social commentary. And of course, the Tom Biscardi press stunts similarly leveraged media attention to insert himself into the Bigfoot conversation. So,
yeah. Stagecoach, Arizona. We've got one trapped in a cave or something.
Right.
Yep. All righty. That never came about, though, unfortunately. But yeah, he went on coast to coast to promote that, though. That was a big thing then, back at the time.
Bigfoot dwarf.
Oh yeah. Well, he was a promoter for sure. I guess he still is. You don't hear a lot from him much anymore.
Yes,
And,
but in a month, probably less than a month. I think we'll do it for the anniversary show because next month, September 24th, is this show's, my God, 19th anniversary.
19th year, yeah. 19th year. So started 2006.
And the big 20 comes the year after that. And guess
Yeah.
what? We ain't slowing down. As a matter of fact, we are picking up. So that is really awesome. As you can tell, I'm pretty pumped today. With this new equipment, I can hear myself better. And I have a much better mic. I have a much better system. So how about the broader psychological scheme? Spectacle and voyeurism. Humans are drawn to mystery and taboo. Whiteley exploits this natural curiosity. It's like looking at the train wreck, even though you can't turn around. You can turn away.
Right.
Trickster archetype. Psychologically, hoaxers often play the trickster, disrupting norms to gain amusement, control, or validation. I don't think he's looking for validation other than his own performance art that he can fool. He thinks he can fool a lot of people.
Right.
And really, it's kind of backfired on him, especially when I got a hold of it, and all the news agencies know that it's a hoax. Know that, that he got interviewed by one of the Rochester newspapers, and he stayed in character. And they reported it like that was Snake Stewart.
Oh my God.
You friggin' idiots. And guess what? That same newspaper has my press release because I sent it to all the local papers. They don't care. You see, they don't, you know what? They do not care. I sent the cipher thing to the San Francisco Chronicle. They did not care. So it's amazing how journalism is in their own little snotty corner right now because God forbid they give any podcasters, some credit or people that are in research, give the credible any credibility.
Well, if they knowingly publish that and publish this fake name, I mean, aren't they contributing to the hoax?
Well, it sells newspapers, yellow journalism. That's all it is,
Yeah.
right? Which a ton of YouTube channels promote that. NVTV, is one of them. They promote yellow journalism. The Sasquatch, the Squatch Mafia is out there, and all they do is copy people's stuff, and they take their copyrighted material and run it on their channel. So I don't know if they're monetized or not. I don't know what their deal is. Pat, I doubt that very much, but I will say this: that the fair was notified that this was a hoax, and they let it continue.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Haunted Vermont says fair. It's all about money. That's right. If they can get an attraction, it doesn't matter if it's fake or not, as long as it brings people in.
Yep.
But
and I'm sure they would much rather talk about, the Bigfoot body at the New York State Fair rather than the New York State Energy Commission approving a rate hike for the power companies. I think they would rather cover the Bigfoot, wouldn't you?
yeah, I think I would do that. Yeah, let's cover the Sasquatch story. That's what.
Why the New York State Fair? High traffic, mixed demographic audience, families, fairgoers, and casual curiosity seekers. Right. Media present ensuring that his hoax would get picked up by local and possibly national outlets, and it has picked up quite a bunch of local media outlets. Low stakes environment. Unlike scientific conference or formal exhibition, a state fair is an ideal venue for spectacle without accountability. Right. Well, accountability.
Yeah. Well, you market it as entertainment. Hey, were you not entertained? Huh? Give me your $8 and.
But what happens?
Entertainment.
What happens when the Squatch Detective shows up? Well, I'll tell you what it's going to happen. He's going to have loss of control. Hoaxers thrive where no authority or expert is present to challenge them. If you show up, he loses that psychological power. The moment an investigator with my background starts asking technical questions, heel width, dermal wrenches, toe splay, casting comparison, the spectacle rises, risks collapsing.
Yeah.
Possible escalation. Some hoaxers double down where cornered. He might try to spin it as part of the performance or claim even the experts are intrigued. No, I'm not intrigued. We're going there to make a spectacle of the spectacle. Now, watch. I try to walk in the state fair. They say, oh, excuse me, Mr. Kulls, you can't come with. You need to leave.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be like,
What do you mean I gotta leave? I don't want to leave. I just...
yeah, so that's exactly right.
Maybe you should, wear a disguise. Yeah.
Well, I could go as Professor McGillicuddy.
Yeah. That would work.
Oh, McGillicuddy is real. What am I saying?
That would work.
Humiliation factor. Since he positions himself as a performance artist, being publicly deconstructed by a real-world investigator could flip the narrative from provocative satire to cheek fake exposed. Psychologically, that bruises the ego, but it might fuel his next stunt. Yeah.
Mick says, Steve, he probably doesn't even know what an intermembral index is. Well, that would make two of us, Mick. I don't know. You got to explain that one to me. That's over here. Mick's got me interested now. I'm going to check this out.
But anyway, with this basically does it reinforces.
Okay. I got you now, Mick. That's
that?
The ratio of the forelimb arm length to the hind limb leg, calculated as the humerus plus radius divided by the femur plus the tibia times 100. All righty, that's math. Yeah. Thank you, Mick. Yeah, that was way above my head.
But what this does is it just reinforces my ethos. I get a hoax playing out 3.5 hours for me. I'm not going to show up. I'm not going to show up.
Oh, yeah, you're going to be there. Yeah, I know.
That's right, Virginia. The creature was nicknamed Dak.
Dak?
I've nicknamed it Dick.
Oh.
So yes, that is the now when I'm going, I'm not going to say. Will I be in myself? Will I be in a character's role? I don't know. I'm bringing a special guest. Who that guest is, you never know.
Well, if they had Zorth on display, I would be interested in going. I've heard a lot about him. I've never seen him, but heard a lot about Zorth.
Hang on. I have a Zorth display right here. I don't know if you knew that.
No, did not know that.
See, there it is.
Oh, okay.
It's cloaked.
I'll be damned.
Look at that. It's cloaked.
Look at that.
Right there is the Zorth model right there in front of everybody. You see, you need a close up of that one. I'll bring it up.
Yeah, if it wasn't cloaked, we'd all be able to see it, right?
I'm gonna put this back. Okay. Oh, sorry about that, Zorth. Sorry. So yes,
cloaked Zorth. Well, that would be another thing. You could have nothing on the table and say, "Well, he's right there. He's just cloaked."
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, it's the Predator. Yeah, haunted Vermont. It's the Predator. Yeah, exactly.
Hey, I don't know if Nikki wants to, but if I send you a link, Nikki, you want to come on and I love your spin on this since you're part of the hairy man hoodwinks, hoaxes and hoodwinks. If you want to come on, just let me know in the chat here, and I'll send you over the link on Facebook. So it'd be nice to have you on. Haven't had Nikki on in a while.
Mick said Zorth travels through portals. He might just pop in.
In fact, I'm just going to send you the link anyway. Oops. There we go. All right, give me 1 second. We're working hard here on let's see. Let's see what we can do here. Oh, I hate dead air. Hope I better not do that too long, otherwise I'll get a copyright string for humming the Pink Panther theme.
You were you typing in a link for Nikki.
I'm trying, hang on. Where did it go?
Yeah. Haunted Vermont said, I just watched that Predator Killer of a Killer's movie. Yeah, it was pretty cool. And the Predator's not really invisible either. He's kind of got like a shimmer, you can see too. So.
All right, hang on. Steve's going to do this now. All right, let's see. All right. All right, a little click here. Of course, I spelled it wrong because I got my keyboard a little cockeyed tonight. There we are. All right, well, I sent the link to Nikki. That's already been sent. So, hopefully, all right, we got that done.
All right.
No, Pat, no, that is not, no, that's elevator music, Pat. Now this is the 70s porn music. All right, enough of that. So it's going to be curious. This is the first, well, not really the first time I've had to invade a hoax, but it's been some years.
Well, it's kind of surprising. I can understand people doing performance art, and that would be one thing if it was an admitted work of a piece of performance art.
Right.
But to try to play it off as anything other than that, though, it's not cool. No.
Right. And, I think he's just having a bit of cheeky fun with it, to tell you the truth. So, when I saw some pictures of the exhibit, which has been sent to me.
Right.
I'm just reading, I'm sure the consensus is in favor of it's a load of BS. Absolutely.
Yeah.
But I think that maybe we'll have a little fun and turn the table on them.
Yeah.
Instead of, it could do it one of two ways. We could try to deconstruct them, which we know this is phony baloney, or we could play it off.
Well,
in our own satire. So it all depends.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. You can
Look at this. Look at this thing.
Wow.
Holy.
Well, I want to know if he has, I want you to make notes, is there any stinky smell around or anything like that when you go check it out? Because if there isn't, there should be, because the little stinky smell adds to the validity of it, the experience.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, well, when it first got put out there as real, we did take it seriously, because what ends up happening is this, right? And this is the reason why we have to take it kind of seriously. When people call in a SWAT team into a person's house as a joke, right? It's the same thing here. When somebody yells Bigfoot body, next thing you know, my phones are and my lines and my email are being blown up by the curious.
Right.
Regardless of whether it's fake or not. I mean, you guys have the knowledge that, a month ago breaking this down, and people who watched that video have had the amazing ability to know, ahead of time.
Right. Yeah. Before it ever went on exhibit, you
But
already
what
knew.
about those? I don't know what the let me just check. I don't know what what's the usual.
There's going to be people there visiting the fair, minding their own business, and they're going to have their kids with them. And the kids are going to say, oh, Bigfoot? Really? I got to see it. Yeah, got to see it.
Yeah. And, So in 2024, all right, get this. In 2024, the attendance of the New York State Fair was 868,745.
Wow. If only 10% go to see that exhibit. Whoa. Money.
In 2019, it had a record-breaking attendance at 1.329 million.
Wow.
So yeah,
That's a lot. Yeah.
Yep. And so if you think about it, I agree, Mac. That it ain't no joke, but people sometimes started that as a joke. Oh, get the. And Swanning, far more serious than that. I know that's an extreme example, but it's just one that comes to mind. But yeah, so if you think about that, even if they got, say, 800,000 visitors and they get 1% of that 800,000 people, that's 8,000 people paying $9 a head.
Oh, gosh. I'm going to run a calculator on that. Let's see. 800,000 and how much is it charging?
$9. Well, no, not 800,000. It's going to
8,000.
8,000. Let's say 1% of the pie.
8,000 times $9. Yeah. Okay. $72,000.
Yeah.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
But that's not much for a 13-day run, I guess. That's about, 35 plus,
I don't know. I guess it depends on what you're used to, but
32, that's 32.5 grand a week for 2 weeks.
If I made 72,000 in 13 days, why I wouldn't complain.
Yeah, but then you got to take out all your expenses, your hotels.
Right. Yeah.
Right. If you have staff there, you got to pay them.
Yeah.
You got to pay for gas, and you got to haul it in a trailer, I believe. Not sure what they haul it in.
Plus
but they got to have the trailer because it's like a little museum they drop there. But let's say he already had that because he's done this before.
Yeah. Grant ran the math. Says 74, 480, 931 times 8,000. Okay.
Right. And even if he gets half of 1%, say 0.5%, that's still, 32 and change for 2 weeks.
Well, that would be
and let's face it, that might not be the last fair either.
Yeah. Well, I can see what he's trying to do. And the only thing is,
Grass's Bigfoot is mocked anyways. Why worry about it? Do I look worried? I'm not worried. Yeah, you think I'm running around, oh my God, he's going to ruin the Bigfoot reputation of all the legitimate. No, it does delegitimize it a bit. It does mock the thousands of witnesses over the last number of years. So, yeah, I mean, for somebody that is not a casual witness, Grass, that may be so. But for people that are suffering PTSD from it, people that suffer emotional and psychological trauma from it, of course, of course you're going to, nope, Go ahead, Chris.
I need a ticket.
Yeah, it's a YouTube boo-boo to promote gambling.
No, we're not promoting it.
Yeah, but yeah, you just mere mention of this.
Yeah.
Remember, I ran that Coursera ad, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I couldn't put that on a I couldn't put that on a per se ad platform
Right.
because the AI misinterpreted it as gambling.
Oh, well, we don't want to do that. No.
Right. So that's how sensitive it can be. And it's just one of those little ticks that, as the administrator of the channel, that I have to know.
I'll put that in my notebook not to do that anymore.
Right. But if you want to bet what Steve is going to be on the day we go out there, isn't going to be Professor McGillicuddy. He isn't going as himself. But we will be filming.
I would say you better wear a disguise. You better not go there with your Squatch-D t-shirt on and stuff and hat. You better go as Mr. John Q. Public, because they'll probably have people watching for you.
Oh, no doubt.
I'm telling you, yeah, it's coming. You walk up there like you are now, and put your hat on, and they'd say, "Oh, I'm sorry, sir. You need to leave the premises." Guarantee it.
Hey, and we are joined for the last little bit of the show by Nikki. Hello, Nikki.
Good to see you.
Hey,
Nikki.
you hear me okay?
I hear you loud and clear.
Okay.
You're booming.
Of course, my daughter was on here and then on my computer, and then she shuts down everything wrong.
Yep.
So it took everything forever to boot back up.
So give us the skinny, Nikki. What do you think of all that chicanery? And you know what? It's so amazing. It's right in my back door.
The minute I saw that the Bigfoot in that case, it was just all Rick Dyer. That's
Shades
the first
of Rick Dyer. Yep.
It's like, oh no, not again. And then I thought, ooh, did he get a hold of the fake, of Hank? I thought maybe he got a hold of it.
I don't think so, but
Yeah, no, it does look a little bit different, but I was like, whoa, the coloring is kind of even the same though. It was weird. And I wouldn't doubt if this guy even, really likes Dyer.
yeah.
Maybe followed him.
The one thing, no matter if he blabs and blabs and blabs, say he does start to try to make try to flip the script on us, right? Well, you're curious. Why'd you come out here? See, I got it. Why? Because you're in my neighborhood. And number two, this isn't even an original thought. This is nothing original here. You're just copying off something somebody did 13 years ago.
Right. But people are still going to go check it out. They're still going to pay the $20 or whatever somebody said in the chat, to go see it. I would probably be one of them too, just so that I could say shit about it.
Yeah. You gotta go investigate. And don't be surprised if you hear, "Security, please come to the Bigfoot exhibit. Security to the Bigfoot exhibit."
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I don't think they'll let you in. I don't think Steve's getting in as soon as they see it. If anyone recognizes him, they're going to say, "I'm sorry, sir, you'll have to leave the premises."
Oh my God.
Or call security.
And the person I'm bringing in, and Nikki, if you stay after the show, I'll let you in on the secret.
Nice.
But the person that I'm taking with me is even more recognizable than me. Understand that too.
Yeah. It's gonna be. Is it also on the 27th? When is
What's that?
the
The fair runs through the last day of the fair is Labor Day, September 1st.
Oh, okay.
See, the
So
fair
it's
runs
currently on right now.
right. Yeah, the fair runs for 2 weeks. The New York State Fair runs for 2 weeks straight. And like I think last year or the year before, they had Jason Aldean perform at it. I mean, they have some big name performers come in to do shows and stuff.
Oh,
Where is it located at?
Bud O'Malley commented, said it does look like Hank in the face. Maybe it's his brother. Welcome, Bud.
Yeah, it's his brother Stank.
Hank and Stank.
So I missed the very, very beginning part though of the show. Did you find background on this guy?
Oh yeah, we know who he is. His real name is Sean Whiteley, and he runs an art museum. Not Sean Whiteley. Sean Whiteley is the guy who wrote that.
Check out the notes. It's in there.
Brian Whiteley. I'm sorry.
Brian Whiteley.
So
he has an art. So he's into art. So he's
Right,
sitting there tiddling around with the
yes,
Bigfoot.
and Mr. Whiteley is originally from Fulton County, New York, which is even closer to me. In fact, I believe it's going to be in Fulton County, New York, where the New York Bigfoot conference is going to be in October. So,
Oh wow.
So maybe that gave him I don't think that gave him the idea. This looks like it was in planning for a little bit.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, I had him figured out in about 20 minutes. And I don't think you saw the episode we did back in July. But the real tell was the art gallery. The website for this is registered to the art gallery that he is the director of. So then I started researching, well, let me see if, and then I looked at his pictures and we matched the tattoos on his arms with the tattoos in the pictures. And I was like, yep, that's him. So.
Well, this may all be a publicity stunt for his art gallery.
Oh, absolutely.
Because
to get attention. No doubt. Yeah. So that's the one thing. Do we take this really seriously, or shall we have a little satire to it and not take ourselves too seriously? Because if we take ourselves too seriously, then we look like asses too.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I mean, it's just,
right.
I don't think a lot of people are going to really hold a lot of truth to this. It just,
Right.
it's just another carny. It's another sideshow.
Right.
Thing
The bearded lady, the wolf man,
exactly. State Fair, perfect place for that. It's a lot of high traffic, a lot of kids, want to see the Bigfoot.
But unfortunately, go ahead, Snicky. I'm sorry.
I was just gonna say he's probably, once they're in the State Fair, can he charge a fee to see it?
Yes. Yeah. He's actually charging $9.31.
Oh,
right.
That's weird. Okay.
No. In actuality, you get a lot of fairs. The side shows are like $2 or $3 to get in. Now, of course, that was when I went to the fair. I've been in the fair in like 5-6 years.
Yeah.
So inflation,
things have gone up since then.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. You have to take $100 just for a corn dog and a Coke and thing of cotton candy. That's it.
You really want to know what my big Google search is going to be before I head out is, do they have fried butter at the fair?
Oh my
fried
goodness.
butter. Oh god.
Fried butter.
Definitely get you a funnel cake.
Fried
They'll
Oreos.
have those.
Well, that's at bare minimum. Get the fried dough. Yes, absolutely, the bare minimum. Maybe a London broiled sandwich. Because they always have that.
Yeah.
But
the corn dogs are great too. If they have the ones that they make there and then deep fry.
Now, there is a direct correlation with my weight loss and fair attendance.
Oh God!
I mean, I remember my paramedic days. Me and Big G.
Yeah.
We used to go from one side of the fair and eat all the way to the other side of the fairs, and not the New York State Fair. I've never been to the New York. I've been to the fairgrounds. That's where my son graduated. When they have the Ranger graduation, they have it at the state fairgrounds.
Right.
Yeah. And look, there's all our food. See, I've always said that our foodies, our foodies go crazy.
Yeah.
When they
we all got in common.
Food. Yep.
We all love to eat. Yeah.
But you know what that means? Money.
Right.
Money.
Yeah.
For Snake and for the fair. And, you know, what ends up with my money? I end up going home broke.
For
Arnold
real.
Vermont. Arnold Vermont says Charles Snake Stewart, also known as the Bigfoot Hunter. Oh.
Yeah, okay.
Who knew this guy?
Funny.
I didn't know this guy.
Yeah, nobody in the Bigfoot community knew this guy.
But it's a decent business plan if you've got your own museum and you want to promote or have an attraction that would draw the public in. After this is over with, he's going to bring that exhibit back to his museum and he's going to say, as seen at the New York State Fair, you know, and people's going to be like, oh, I got to pull over and see what that was. I missed it. I didn't get to go to the fair.
But you know what?
Yeah.
The sad thing about this, and this is my commentary on this, and I actually sent him an email as Brian Oiley. And wouldn't it be serve the public more to have an exhibit, to have a traveling Bigfoot museum that you can take to the fairs that have the classic casts in them, you know, interactive booth where you can listen to sounds, where you can watch videos, look at breakdowns of videos, you can spend some time in.
Yeah.
Right. Even if it's just like a cordoned off tent, you know, that would be marvelous for people to see. And folks out there listening, like people like Mike Famelon, who likes going around the country, spend a little money, get yourself a fair booth. Because the one thing we haven't figured out, I don't know what it's going to cost him to park a trailer at the fair and be a vendor there. That may be some big dough too.
Right.
The big dough is right next to the fried dough, by the way, just to let you know.
Right.
Back to the food again. Back.
That guy looks like he's ready for dodgeball there.
Right.
Oh,
Dodge
God. What is this? I've got to bring this up, Steve, because Grant said they have Dr. Pepper dill drink. Dr. Pepper with dill pickle juice, pickle slices, and a giant dill pickle.
Well, I like dill pickles, but I don't like dill normally.
That doesn't sound good at all to me. I mean, I don't know. Maybe if I was pregnant, it would be.
And by the way, it's funny he should mention that because what I'm drinking tonight. This is Dr.
Pepper. Okay.
Dr. Pepper.
Well, you got it. You're halfway there, man. You just go to the fridge and grab some dill pickle juice and dump it in.
What a coincidence.
Let us know. Inquiring minds. No. I can honestly say I would have no desire to know what Dr. Pepper and dill pickle.
It's a huge thing. Even out here, the Sonic does the Dr. Pepper dill thing at Sonic.
I don't like dill chips.
I didn't know that.
I don't like dill potato chips. The only thing I like is a dill pickle.
Yeah.
You know, that's the only.
I like the big papas. You know those big papa ones in the thing. Yeah, those are good.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a local farm by me, and they're hitting the shelves. So I grab a jar. They're expensive, but because they're made locally, they're Gazanite. But they make the most incredible garlic dill pickles, and at the bottom there's all these cloves of garlic sitting in the bottom, and actually dill leaves. Oh.
Pickled garlic.
Those garlic dill pickles. Oh,
we're getting off talking about food again.
Yes, we are.
Yeah.
You know, I got to get a sound effect for when we get to talk about food.
Walter Kroll, yeah. I've seen the pickle martinis and I've seen the olive martinis with the whole olive juice in there and everything.
I've had olive martinis before.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was well. I've had a martini with an olive in it. But.
Oh, I don't know about that now. Ugh.
No, I can see that because gin goes very well with sour.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's why you put the lime in there. To me, a gin a good Bombay, my favorite. That goes in a glass with a little tonic water and a big old slice of lime, maybe a squirt of lime juice too. Oh. Only problem is gin makes me a little cranky.
feel like I'm drinking a tree.
Yeah, it does get kind of piney.
Yeah. I'm like, ew.
But that's why I put the tonic water. It sweetens it up a little bit.
Yeah.
It's like, but nothing beats my bourbon.
But I think it's a good idea though that you're going up there to view this thing, and you're not going as a, oh my gosh, it's Bigfoot. I want to go see it. I've always wanted to see the Bigfoot body. No, you're gonna go for, how did he do this? Let's see, how
It
did he
is-
put
What
that
about the
together?
bone? With that
It
big
is-
long bone he had too.
Yeah, the dick bone. Anyway, I didn't censor myself this time.
Uh-oh.
Well, that's all right. I can we can say dick bone. It's fine.
Richard. Yeah, Richard.
Richard Bone. For Richard or for poor. Yeah, that son bitch, he hung like a giraffe. But anyway, because if you haven't seen it, there are pictures online circulating of this thing. It's kind of funny. The more I think about this, the more I think I should send Professor McGillicuddy.
I think that would be more fitting, yeah.
Then again, I don't know if they would let Professor McGillicuddy get through the gates.
Oh my goodness, I don't know.
They should.
I may have to go in and I may have to, have McGillicuddy parachute in.
Mm.
And then when he parachutes in, I'll mic him up and send him over. We'll do that.
Yeah, that would work.
Where are you gonna put the hidden camera? Do you have
it's not going to be a hidden camera.
Oh.
No. But we have enough manpower because I think our friend Bud's going as well, who's in chat. He's one of our YouTube followers that lives in that area. I think we're gonna get Bud to go with us too. And so even if I don't hold the camera, there'll be somebody holding the camera. So,
Our chat has deteriorated over here.
yeah, now they're all.
I can't. I'm not putting any of this stuff up, guys. You're killing me.
Yes, Grant, I saw that. Yes, that's what I was. That's how I knew.
We were, yeah.
Grant was the one who sent me the picture of that, by the way.
The specific bone in question, which we're not going to name, has generated a lot of interest in the chat.
It's the bone.
The bone.
But,
And hello to Maxwell Tarpley, young popped in. Maxwell, good to see you.
thanks a lot. Welcome.
So, but I'm glad you come on. What do you got on the hook the next week or so there, Nikki, on your show?
I don't know. I've been
You
playing.
see, you're just like me.
It's been bad, just so much work, and then I put something together right before the show, and it's working.
Yeah.
It is.
Hey, Chris, you see, that's the perfect time. What do you got going on for the show?
Yep.
Well, we'll just turn the computer on, and whatever happens. That's
right.
the way to do it.
Like 4 shows sitting here, half thought up and ready to go, but I like to. I don't want to do a show and then not have the knowledge behind it,
Yeah.
So it takes a little research, and I just haven't had time to do it. And but I got 2 good ones here. We'll see if Friday I can put those together and have one of these be the show for.
Nice.
Well,
We got some guests coming on soon too, and I don't know if you knew, but I'll be doing and this is part of my little studio upgrade here. Is I'm going to be doing a radio show over on K-Rock Internet Radio, and
Cool.
I'm going to be doing an hour-long call-in show, which with the new soundboard I can have people call in, so we can even have a call-in show here, which is kind of awesome. But yeah, so yep. And as far as who was saying this, somebody, Mick. Well, I got a joke for. I got something to tell Mick. When my Uncle Louis died, my Aunt Louisa, she dumped his Viagra down the toilet. Flushed it. She couldn't get the toilet seat to come down for a week.
Yeah.
Anyway, Nikki's like, why did I come on here? Why?
I like the new drum roll. That's good. It's good.
Yes.
My
yeah.
Stream Deck's been acting weird every time I go to use it. It like wants to cut out my mic, and I don't know why it's doing that.
What are you using? I'm sorry.
Stream Deck.
Oh yeah. I have a Stream Deck too, but I don't use it for any microphone other than to mute. But I don't even use the mute on that. I only use it now for the camera and to advance slides and to switch between my media and the chat room because we're using the hotkey option.
I like
So-
mine to use for quick chats. Like I have pre-programmed buttons that I can just hit and it'll
Right.
shoot an email or shoot whatever into the chat. And well, I don't know. I have tons of sounds on here, but like I said, lately, every time I do it, it makes my mic start going jarbled, I guess.
Right.
So I haven't had any time to troubleshoot that because you need to have somebody on the other end, to listen.
Right.
All right.
Yep.
And I don't want to do that in the middle of a show, particularly. So
And it's funny. Chris and I, we were on last night for about an hour and 20 minutes, troubleshooting anything of this particular because we got the Roadcaster Duo now.
oh,
So and it integrates very nicely. We knew just a few little quirks, and they were actually StreamYard settings. They weren't settings on the board.
Yeah.
it's
So-
so crazy that you have to have every little toggle exactly right.
And,
Otherwise,
and-
and it'll
Yep.
come through.
And my guess would be it's going to be your echo cancellation. If you have echo cancellation on your board toggled on, as a host, you want to have that toggled off. As a guest, you want to have that toggled on.
I want it off.
You want it off.
Okay.
And that, because what we found is that was the setting that was cutting the mix off because as it goes in, it gets processed. So the StreamYard gets confused a little bit and kind of mutes that a little bit. We were finding that with, like, if we did a particular, and we're sorry to get on the technical side of things here, folks. We're just about done, but but as what we found out was that as that echo cancellation was causing some of the effects pads to kind of fade out and then come back in. So it's almost like a fade out and then bop, the last second or two come back in. Once
Have
we
a
got
good
rid of that
vacation.
echo cancellation, boom.
Forrest going to pack for
Okay.
vacation.
I'll check that. I think I do have it on.
Yep. So that may be, try that. And like Chris, we did find the issue why we were reverbing back and forth, but it was just like they were all StreamYard settings. They were nothing to do with any hardware here.
Nice.
So
That's nice when you can get all your hardware set up, and then
Right.
the next time you sign in the StreamYard, everything's different now.
so imagine setting your board up and I connect it to the computer because they don't give you any necessary. They do. Do they give me a computer cable? They do give me a computer cable now I think about it. I'll have to take a look at that. But they did. Oh yeah, that's why, because it was a US. My computer does not have any USB-C ports. Right. So now everything is coming with these damned USB-C ports.
Yes.
So I had a USB-C to USB cable, and I was using that when I first got it. I got everything hooked up, and it was working fine. And I moved a little bit, and next thing you know, it wasn't working. And I couldn't figure out for the life of me. The cable was bad.
Oh,
And the cable went bad. So I tried a new cable, and everything was working again. Okay. So then I had to, because I factory reset it because I was like,
oh,
So then I had to go back in and redo all the stuff that I had done earlier in the day. But it only took me like a quarter of the time because I already knew what to do. So, and then it was just a matter of getting, and then, it's amazing because the actual mic did not come with a cord.
oh, weird.
So I had to because this is a different type. This is a carotid mic. That's why it sounds a little crisper than the condenser microphones that plug directly into your computer. So this mic's a mic and it plugs directly into the board, but it uses your XLR attachments like musician mics. And like the condenser mic I have weighs about, let's see, that Yeti Zoom maybe weighs about a pound. Right?
Yeah, that's what I have about right now. Is the
Right.
new Yeti.
Well, I was using, and this is going to be part of my portable. Now I'm going to have a portable podcasting kit because we changed the webcam too. But I have the Zoom, which is a really great mic. Not as crisp as this one or warm as this one. But this is going into a pack with the old webcam, and that's going to, if I want to stream live at a show or something like that, I have that. I don't have to dismantle anything here.
Yeah.
But would I, this takes your condenser mic, and that uses USB-C. This uses the XLR. But like I said, this weighs about a pound. That mic weighs about 3 pounds. It's like a brick.
Yeah.
So very, very happy with the whole setup here. And that's what's been going on over here.
Time to go.
Yep. It's time to roll out of here. But
starts
thanks for
talking
coming
tech.
on. Thanks for coming on and putting your 2 cents in, Nikki. I saw you out there. I said, I got to get Nikki on. So it's been a while.
Well, save me from talking about it.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true. All right, folks, we're going to head out of here. Chris, do your thing, brother.
Yeah. Thank you, Nikki, for joining us. We appreciate having you. Thanks
thank
everybody over in the chat. Thank you guys. If you want, if you hadn't subscribed to the channel yet, please do so. Hit the thumbs up button if you hadn't already. Don't hit it twice or it won't work. But thanks guys. We appreciate you. We know we've got the greatest audience we could ever hope to have, and this is only possible because of you. And we realize that, Steve and I both. Thank you so much for your support, and thanks for joining us here. And if you guys are listening on the podcast, because I see Steve has been sending some over, check out the YouTube channel at youtube.com/Squatch-D TV.
And folks, again, like Chris said, thanks first to Nikki for coming on here last minute. Appreciate it. And hey, folks, we will see you all this Friday night at 9 p.m. Eastern for an all those Squatch-D TV, youtube.com/@Squatch-D-TV, or you can always go to SquatchDTV.com, which will take you directly to the page. And folks, on behalf of me, we love all you guys. You guys are the best, the smartest, the greatest of any audience one could ask for. And hey, pretty soon we're ticking off to go into our 20th year of broadcasting, and that'll happen September 24th. We'll be doing an anniversary show. I don't know how many clips we'll be able to save, because with the demise of StreamYard, it demised a lot of those old shows. But luckily, I have some of them saved. But folks, we'll see you all Friday night. God bless. Keep safe. And of course, keep on squatching.
We thank you for being here with us on Squatch-D TV. If you haven't taken the time yet, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. And oh yes, hit that notification bell too. We don't want you to miss anything. If you really like our content, you should consider becoming a member, and it's really inexpensive and a great way to support not only the show, but honest Bigfoot research. Everyone have a great week. Be safe and God bless. We will see you all here next time on Squatch-D TV. Keep on squatching.